for some Carmen Bell. Carmen Bell. We're gonna keep Rufus up here though for this next song. On Sunday, September 15th, 1963, in Birmingham, Alabama, the 16th Street Baptist Church was bombed by the Ku Klux Klan, killing 4 children: Addie Mae Collins, who was 14, Harold Denise McNair, who was 11, Cynthia Diane Wesley, who was 14, and Addie Mae Collins, who was 14. 4 men of the Ku Klux Klan were responsible for the bombing, though none of them were prosecuted for 14 years. John Coltrane, on November 18, 1963, a couple months later, recorded one of his classic songs called Alabama. Many believe he based the phrasing and pacing of his opening themes off of King's eulogy of the girls killed in the attack. Whether that's true or not, his homage to this horrible event and in memory of the children who were lost was recorded that day. The following is taken from the eulogy given by Martin Luther King on September 18, 1963, at the funeral of 3 of the victims, to an estimated 3,300 in attendance. I'm going to ask Dr. J to come up and read that.
These children, unoffending, innocent, and beautiful, were the victims of one of the most vicious and tragic crimes ever perpetrated against humanity. Now, I say to you in conclusion, life is hard. At times as hard as crucible steel. It has its bleak and difficult moments. Like the ever-flowing waters of the river, life has its moments of drought and its moments of flood. Like the ever-changing cycle of the seasons, life has its soothing warmth of its summers and the piercing chill of its winters. And if one would hold on, he will discover that God walks with him and that God is able to lift him from the fatigue of despair to the buoyancy of hope and transform dark and desolate valleys into sunlit paths of inner peace. And so today, you do not walk alone. You gave to this world wonderful children. They didn't live long lives, but they lived meaningful lives. Their lives were distressingly small in quantity, but glowingly large in quality. And no greater tribute can be paid to you as parents, and no greater epitaph can come to them as children than where they died and what they were doing when they died. They did not die in the dives and dens of Birmingham, nor did they die discussing and listening to filthy jokes. They died between the sacred walls of the Church of God, and they were discussing the eternal meaning of love. This stands out as a beautiful, beautiful theme for all generations. Shakespeare had Horatio to say some beautiful words as he stood over the dead body of Hamlet. And today, as I stand over the remains of these beautiful, darling girls, I paraphrase the words of Shakespeare. Good night, sweet princesses. Good night. Those who symbolize a new day, and may the light of angels and the flight of angels take thee to thy eternal rest. God bless you.
Thank